Hey y'all, it's Speedy Spence. I'm gonna work on the bike some more today. I'm hopefully gonna get the primary took off and the chain drive conversion put on. But first, I wanted to give y'all a little peek at my tires I got back. So check these things out. They're my new DB7s with Gallifer rotors. So more to come on those. On that as soon as I get started. Let's get it. So I already got the primary draining, and I'm gonna try to make a hyperlapse of this video, taking off the primary and hopefully getting back to the back end. But I'll have to see how good it works. I really don't know. This is kind of gonna be a lot of moving and a lot of being in the way. I don't really have a good way to set up my camera to kind of look over the bike and kind of see where I'm at, and I don't really have a good way to. If I had a GoPro, maybe I could mount it to my chest or something, but it's just gonna be this way. Um, so that's what we're going to work on. Hopefully taking off the primary and then that inner primary, and then hopefully I'm going to take off the pulley. I've heard it's very difficult, so enjoy the ride. So, I kind of took you all off there for a little bit because I was trying to get this retaining clip off. You can see it better there. But it's just a little thin piece of sheet metal that retains the nut onto the main shaft for the transmission. And this is my socket that we ended up making. They sell them on Amazon, but I didn't realize I needed one till today. So we kind of just made one up real quick. It's a 2 1/4 inch socket with another 1/2 inch socket welded on the end with a piece of pipe in between. And from all the things that I've heard on YouTube about this, I heard it was gonna be a pain in the butt. But what I did was I just took a piece of aluminum that I used for taking my primary chain and everything off, and an old C-clamp, and just put it up in the frame and braced it on one of the teeth on the front sprocket or pulley, and then hit it with my Milwaukee 1/2 inch impact for a little bit, and it came right off. Of course I soaked it with some Kroil first, but I'm kind of amazed that it came off as easy as it did. But I might have been just super lucky, so I'm going to count this as a win. Alright, so now, next step on the chain drive is to remove the back tire. So, that'll be next. I don't really know how easy that's going to be. So I'm just going to jack it up and put you all back on the time lapse and catch up with you in a little bit. Alright guys, so I did quite a bit off camera. It's just a lot of juggling and prying and stuff that was going to take forever, and I just really didn't want to. But this is where I got the rear wheel mocked up. I still have to put spacers in there and the pulley in there as well, along with my brake caliper and the brake caliper spacer right there. So I'm just checking clearances right now to see how close it's going to be. As of right now, it looks like it'll fit, but it's going to be really, really, really tight. So I'm going to try to get it to fit, and I'll keep you posted on the update. So it's the next day. Last night I ran into some issues with my chain clearance. I have a bolt on the back of my primary that is in the way, but it's not anymore because I did this. I took a grinder and we cut that off, and I took it to a good friend of mine and we welded it shut. So it is fixed, so there shouldn't be a leak. I ended up asking a few of my friends that build bikes like this if they have any issues with it, and they said yes, common issue. So what I had to do is I had to cut it off there and cut it off on the inner primary, and now my chain shouldn't interference with that anymore. So we're going to be back to putting on the chain drive conversion, and we're going to be trying to rivet these chain links with this custom rivet tool that I kind of made, and I'll keep you posted. So the tool I was going to make for the chain didn't actually end up working, but I ended up just making sure everything was torqued on the rear end with the shocks. So the rear end is completely done. I have new brake pads on over there, and everything is ready to go. I just need to get a Dremel tool so I can Dremel a little slot right there for my axle, my positive stop axles to go to, and then on to can of brake clean, And then on to putting this all back together. I am beat for the night. I'm pretty tired. So I'm just going to end this video here. I am going to put this all back on, but I don't think I'm going to video it. But I hope y'all like this one. It was a pretty experience that I really need to get some better camera quality stuff and need to actually work on somehow getting a better camera set up, because it was kind of hard to video a lot of this because it was all up close and personal. Didn't really have room for a camera stand. But I appreciate y'all watching it, and I guess in the next video we'll be working on putting the cam or the front end together, whichever one I decide to do first. But I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.